and thanks for joining me, your sports pilot James Glover, on another exciting episode of Sport Vibe on DNT, where we'll bring you exciting and latest sport happenings across the world of sport every Tuesday, as is our tradition to do this. This week won't be an exception, so I would implore you to please stay tuned, because we'll be right back shortly after this break. Welcome back. It's a beautiful Tuesday, and of course we start from the world of football, as we all know that the weekend was full of so many drama, particularly in the Premier League. But we start from the just concluded FA Cup of Manchester City defeating Chelsea Football Club at the Wembley Stadium to win their second trophy in the year 2025-2026 season. Pep Guardiola was able to seal the victory against Chelsea Football Club to make it his 20th trophy in 10th season with Manchester City. Quite an emphatic dominance that Pep Guardiola has in the Premier League already, and making it his double domestic trophy against Chelsea. But on the latter hand, for Chelsea Football Club, it was a sad one, because that was their consecutive 7th defeat at the Wembley Stadium so far, and this means that they have ended this season out of the European position and won't be participating in the UEFA Champions League, and will also be going without a trophy this season, while Manchester City continues to put pressure on Arsenal Football Club to see if they will be able to do the treble when it comes to domestic trebles in the world of football, and particularly in England. Can Pep Guardiola move forward to doing such in the Premier League? We know that he is going to be playing against Bournemouth tonight in the world of football, and his last game for Pep Guardiola will be against Aston Villa, though Aston Villa will be participating and preparing for the Europa League finals this week. Will they be able to do that? Significantly, we also remember that Aston Villa were able to defeat Liverpool 4-2 to cement their Champions League finish, so as regardless the result that they will be getting in the Europa League finals, Aston Villa are guaranteed to be playing in the UEFA Champions League next season. Chelsea Football Club also could have something to be excited about for their fans across the globe, as it has been sealed their agreement between themselves and Xabi Alonso to be their manager next season. We know Xabi Alonso for his reputation that he built at Bayern Leverkusen, going the whole season undefeated to win the German Bundesliga before making his move to Real Madrid, where we saw so many dramas, particularly with Real Madrid players in managing their ego and getting results on the field of play. But right now, Xabi Alonso has decided to go back to England. We know that he is a Liverpool legend, and everyone would have thought that he would be a perfect fit for replacement for Ancelotti, as things are going on right now with Liverpool. But Liverpool has decided to look away and stick to Ancelotti in their managerial position. But Chelsea Football Club has gotten the signature of Xabi Alonso as their manager. Will he be able to steer things around for Chelsea Football Club, particularly if they fail to participate in any European competition next season? Will Xabi Alonso be able to take them back to their glory days? We know Enzo Maresca was able to win them the World Club Cup. Would Xabi Alonso be able to keep up with the pace of Chelsea Football Club? As we know, they are full of demands, and they are not scared of sacking managers when they are not getting results. Chelsea Football Club, of course, getting the signature of Xabi Alonso. We can say the same thing for Manchester United, that has have their future being concluded with Michael Carrick, they have decided to give Michael Carrick the job on a permanent deal and see if Michael Carrick will be able to take Manchester United to the glory days. Though Michael Carrick has also been able to seal the UEFA Champions League position. In fact, the third position is sealed for Manchester United next season, and they will definitely be participating in the UEFA Champions League. They were able to defeat Nottingham Forest 3-2 over the weekend, and this saw Bruno Fernandes equaling the most assists in the Premier League, going level with Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne in that particular match against Nottingham Forest. We all know that if the strikers up front were able to convert their chances that Bruno Fernandes was given to them during the match, he would be able to surpass that record. But this was a sad one that he was only able to equal the record for Manchester United fans across the globe. This has shown to us that Manchester United themselves need so many recruitment and a deadly striker up front to be able to convert the chances that the Portuguese midfielder is supplying to the forward line in the world of football, and particularly in the Premier League. And for Manchester United, Benjamin Sesko was missing in the game against Nottingham Forest, but it was a final home game for Casemiro. Uncle Casemiro played his final game at the Old Trafford, and it was a win for him, quite an emotional one, as we know that Casemiro won't be playing for Manchester United next season. There has been linked to Inter Miami, and will he be playing for the United States team next season? We are yet to decide, but he has already said he is not going to be playing for Manchester United. And who do you think will be the perfect replacement for Casemiro next season for Manchester United? Manchester United has been linked with so many players, with the likes of Tonali, Bruno Fernandes and Elliot Anderson, but who do you think will be able to fill into the shoes perfectly for Manchester United? As we know that position is very key, and Casemiro replacements will go as far as telling how well Michael Carrick could be doing as the manager of Manchester United. Another positive for Manchester United fans across the globe is that the three signings that they got this season, when you talk about Benjamin Sesko, Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha, has been able to average 10 goals this season, with them sharing 10 goals and 11 goals for Benjamin Sesko already this season. Is an interesting one for them, which we all know that they can do better with the supplies that they have been getting from Bruno Fernandes. And of course, that is not the last match in the Premier League, as Manchester United will be facing Brighton and Hove Albion on the latter end of the Premier League. Will Bruno Fernandes be able to find an assist once again to go at the top of the most assists in the Premier League record, standing on his own ahead of Kevin De Bruyne and Thierry Henry, and arguably put himself out there to win the player of the season in the Premier League? Though we know that Arsenal players has been nominated. We've seen Declan Rice, we've seen Gabriel, and Raya, who has won 3 consecutive Golden Glove in the Premier League, is also up for the player of the season in the Premier League. But quickly, let's go on a very short break, and when we're right back, we continue from where we stop. Welcome back and still talking football. Definitely, you know that Lewandowski has also announced that he will be leaving Barcelona on free transfer. Where is the right place for Lewandowski to go? You remember that he made his move to Barcelona 4 years ago, and he was able to leave as a club legend, scoring 119 goals for Barcelona in the La Liga and in all competition. You know that Lewandowski, arguably one of the best striker in the world of football right now, and if you look at it, he is the third highest goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League. Could he be making a move to the Saudi Professional Football League, or could he be going to a lesser league than the La Liga? There are so many speculation, and I've seen Manchester United fans saying he should come and spend the latter end of his career in Manchester United as their second striker. Do you think Lewandowski will be a perfect fit for Manchester United, particularly particularly comparing the intensity of La Liga to the Premier League. Will he be able to keep up to pace? This man in particular is 38 years of age, and will he move to Manchester United be the right one, considering the rate at which Benjamin Sesko is developing for the team? But you take nothing away from Barcelona, who has been crowned the champion of the Spanish La Liga, though they won't be able to get 100 points in the Spanish La Liga following the draw that they had over 2 weeks ago, but they have been able to maintain 100% home win in the Spanish La Liga. And if you look at it very well, you see that Barcelona has been able to win 19 of their 19th game played at home in the Spanish La Liga. Quite an incredible performance for Hansi Flick and his team. And we also saw that in the last game played at the Spotify Stadium, Rafinha was able to score from a direct free kick. He's of course back and just right in time for the World Cup, as we know that he has a tendency of traveling with Brazil in the upcoming World Cup. We'll be seeing the likes of Rafinha, will be seeing the likes of Matheus Cunha, and of course Casemiro playing for Brazil, and they will be hoping to win the 6th trophy. Where you talk about the World Cup for Brazil national team, they are the most decorated team when it comes to the World Cup, as we know, in the world of football. And quickly talking about another team in the Spanish La Liga who are going to be losing one of the club legends, we talk about Atletico Madrid, who has also sealed their place in the UEFA Champions League next season. You know that they were knocked out by Arsenal Football Club in the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, but they are back to the UEFA Champions League, and this time around they will be without their captain Anthony Griezmann, who has also decided to leave Atletico Madrid at the end of the season. He will be making the move to the United States League, where he will be playing at the MLS next season. Without him in the Atletico Madrid team, is going to be a hard one to fill in for Atletico Madrid, though he has given Atletico Madrid more awareness that he will be leaving at the end of the season. And of course, let's switch our attention to the Italian Serie A, where they were twist over the weekend in the last match in the Italian Serie A. We saw Napoli holding on and finishing second in the Italian Serie A. We also know that Inter Milan long enough has won the Italian Serie A, but in the second position was Napoli, finishing at the top of the likes of Roma, and ahead of the likes of Como. They were finishing second position, where we saw AC Milan finishing third position, and we also saw Roma clinging to the UEFA Champions League spot, finishing fourth position ahead of the likes of Como and Juventus, who couldn't get the maximum points on home soil in the last game in the Serie A to participate in the UEFA Champions League. And of course, we'll be seeing Roma participating once again in the UEFA Champions League next season, and in the League One also we'll be seeing Lyon participating in the next season UEFA Champions League. Quite a great twist for Marseille, who started the season very well, but they finished outside the UEFA Champions League position. For football lovers across the world of sport, who do you think would be able to win the Premier League, as the Premier League remains the only competition in the world of football right now that is yet to be decided? We know that Harry Kane was also able to score an hat-trick in the last game in the Bundesliga, though he was unable to win the Bundesliga Player of the Season, where Olise was crowned with that award, and we saw that in the latter end he was able to score an hat-trick that takes him above the tally of Lewandowski, scoring 58 goals in a Bundesliga season, ahead of Lewandowski, who holds the record of scoring 55 in the Bundesliga. Harry Kane, arguably the best striker in the world of football right now, going to the World Cup, probably winning the World Cup, will seal his position of winning the Ballon d'Or this season. Real Madrid also bounced again and were able to get a win against Sevilla in the Spanish La Liga. And this is the length at which we'll be going on this week's episode of Sport Vibe on TNT Work. For more news and sports stories, follow us across our various social media handles at Sport Vibe on TNT Work. Remain a law-abiding citizen. Enjoy your week. Thank you.